Alright, so we're here at Wolford. It's also outside of Kremmling, Colorado. We got my boy Ben, who's going to be leading the way, and then my wifey Natalie, who's going to be riding, vibing. And today we're going to do a narration of our day slash a little bit of a trail breakdown. Now, this is my first time ever dirt biking out here, and it is definitely a bit dusty, so I may hang back. And I'm going to do my best to wipe the lens and hopefully not get wrecked at the same time. Couple things to note. It's been about 2 weeks since I've rode. Feeling a little excited, nervous, and Natalie is on a brand new suspension. She's 5'1", and she's riding a KTM 250F, and she's got a new suspension that's like super low. I think they lowered it about 3 inches down. And so before, she wasn't able to really touch the ground. And so that made things like super weird for her. So hopefully we're gonna change that. She can actually touch the ground a little bit better, or at least be a little bit more confident in her riding while she goes on more technical trails. And this seems like a bit of a nice little warm up to start with. Oh yeah, get my bike warmed up a bit here too. Oh, this thing is so fun. Oh, it's definitely a bit of a different ride. One thing that I do like about this ride so far, granted we're rather early into this trail, is that it is single track, and there's a lot of like 4x4 Can-Am type senders. So being on a single track just feels nice because I'm not going to get into a head-on collision with some gnarly dudes sending it super fast in this 4x4 thingamabob. Also, it's a bit wide open. We're in Colorado. You have a lot of different kind of trails. One being a lot of rocky stuff, a lot of climbing up mountains, a lot of woods. And right now we're in no woods at all, which is a kind of a cool little thing just because you can look further and see a lot more. But it is a bit windy, a bit dusty, and a bit cold. It's a bit chilly. I'm not gonna lie. It's about April right now. It's like mid-April, let's see, it's like April 20-something, 25th. I don't know, something like that, a little something. Still cold in Colorado. Theoretically, it should still be winter. Oh, look at that. Nice moves. Sounds like Ben has this like really cool place that we're gonna... Wolford, sorry, little tangent. Wolford is the area that this is. Bit of a different riding. It is a Friday, so it's been slightly busier than normal. Usually I like to ride on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Luckily my work schedule allows such a thing, which is by design. I'm not a big fan of riding when it's crazy, busy, popular. I don't know, I just find it to be gnarly and dangerous, you know? Or I'm just soft these days. I don't know, what do you guys think? Am I crazy for not like riding weekends? But I don't know what's on the other side of these things, so it's hard to go in like full confident, you know? Especially with these Can-Am style vehicles. We can definitely get a bit sendy out here. It's also been pretty fun riding with a group of people. I think we mentioned this in a previous video. Sometimes I love riding by myself, which also could be super sketchy and dangerous. So I like to do some like track days, but not really hit the track, just kind of like keep it super mellow and not go gnarly at the track, right? But like something out here, it can get a little wild if your chain breaks or get a flat tire. So having people around is nice. Especially when you can ride with your wife who's better than you. Yeah, it's pretty sick. She's a sender, which is super cool. It's inspirational. It's fun having somebody try to chase down like a little rabbit. Post-production side of things, on like the editing side, like edit my own videos, as you probably assume, I'll end up having the microphone underneath my chin, so if I turn left or right, you can still hear what I'm saying, which is part of the experience. And then I have like a wind protector slash wind. It's like a technical term is like a dead cat. Seems kind of violent, but there's like a little wind reducer thing on it, which is nice. And then in the post-processing editing side, there's like some features that allows it to do voice recognition, and you can reduce the ambient sound of all the other stuff. And I like being able to still hear the dirt bike, but I'm not trying to fight the dirt bike the whole time, right? As like a person who's listening, it's a nice little balance. So, moral of the story, comment down below what your thoughts are on how I've set that up. Because I like being able to hear both the bike, but not trying to overpower my voice. Because I like the commentary of these kind of things. Yeah, it's... Oh, what? I don't know. I can't really point it out. There's some gnarly jumps over there. Looks like some fun hill climbs. That looks so gnarly. Alright, one of these days we may have to come back and do some gnarly hill climbs. Sounds pretty fun. Okay. So, riding the road. Look at this hill climb. Oh, can you even see it? Yeah, that's gnarly. For some people it's probably super mellow, but still trying to figure out hill climbs. I think that's probably one of the biggest challenges that I have on a dirt bike, is being able to understand like hill climbing, especially when the hill, obviously you're going up and you're losing your momentum, you're losing your grip and your balance and traction, and then there's like a shelf up top where it's like the worst possible time to have a shelf. Then I hit the shelf and I'm like, oh boy, that is really challenging. We'll probably end up doing a whole nother video with the thoughts of hill climbs at some point. Well, at least this part isn't like so... Oh, what is that? Oh, that was sketchy. My backpack just got caught on something. My backpack got caught on my like a rear fender. That's kind of sketchy. See if I can buckle it with no hands. Oh, we're making a right turn. Oh, pressure's on. Okay, we're good, we're good. Oh, now we got a hill climb. Okay, no one behind us. Oh, it's not a hill climb. I misread this one. Looks like we got a nice little... No target shooting. Okay. Shift into second. Try to get my mind right. Let's go. Okay. You're going... It's funny with dirt biking, as many of you will know. You go from 0 to 100 real quick, right? Uh-oh. He's saying going up these things. I have zero confidence when it... Good job, Nat. Oh, I'm so nervous about that. I'm in first gear. Oh, I freaking blew that. Oh, that's so scary. Good job, Nat. That's gnarly.
How'd you do it?
It's so gnarly. You say it...
I mean, it's like 30, 40 feet.
You say it's mellow, but it's like... the off-camberness of it, or...
It's only mellow if you're going the right speed.
Yeah. And you have to, like, get pointed the right time at the right time, you know? Because once you're out of it, it's hard to get into it.
Yeah, big time. That's why I missed it the first time through.
Alright, now we're on a little bit of a single track and a little bit of a vibe out here in Wolford, Colorado, just outside of Kremmling. Wolford is the name of the trail, I believe. So we're going to do a little narration, ride, vibe, chat, hang out as we ride this trail. If you're new here, I do trail commentary and a bunch of other stuff. And I'm going to be riding with Ben, who is in the lead, and then my wife, who is just in front of us. So we'll be riding, vibing here. If you're digging this all content, definitely let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you find any value out of this, of course. And if you're looking to support the channel at all, check out Ben Tech down in the description, which is my company. We got some cool graphic tees, graphic designs, and some really cool little slogan stuff. So go ahead and check that out. And if you have any ideas for slogans, let me know, because we can definitely make some. It's also a winter brand. I have goggles and some jackets and some other stuff. But with that said, it is going to be a super fun day. We're here in April. It is really dry here, so it's super dusty, so I am trying to keep a bit of my distance and trying to wipe the lens as often as possible. Big fan of doing some single trail. And out here, if you ever come out here, I will have some like information down in the description. Just you can like find this place. It's super cool. Pretty popular area, so I don't mind sharing it because sharing is caring. But I'm not blowing out some private spots, but more just some really fun vibey spots. As a heads up, a bit of an asterisk to this place. There's a lot of like Can-Am 4x4 machines, high suspension. I'm kind of spacing what they're called right now. But with those things, there are a lot of them here. So what's cool about here is even though there's a lot of those, there's plenty of single track trails that you can ride that I find to be a bit safer because it's only going to be motorcycles and you're less likely to have like a high speed head on collision. I get a little bit worried about that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't want to be mobbing around a corner and then a corner someone else is there and just absolutely get mobbed too. That's not what I'm looking for here. So riding, like I said, April, it's a bit chilly, a bit windy, a bit dry here. But this is my first time ever riding out here, and so far, I would say this trail, all in all, super, I'm not gonna say beginner, because I feel like a beginner in open road is actually more appropriate for beginner, but I would say like an intermediate. Anytime you have any single track trail, you're gonna have some technical stuff here and there, which I will be filming and showing you some of that. But at the moment, it's pretty mellow.
Good to have a little momentum going up that hill right there.
I see this as a spot people come down, turn around here, huh? And then try it again. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get the shot with this camera. Make a little left-hand turn. A couple things that I'm thinking about. Probably be in second gear. As well as keeping my eyes up and out instead of focused down in the fender. I tend to like look down to the ground. My wife made it, so I'm optimistic. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, I freaking blew it. Ah! Okay, a little softer than I had planned. Second gear. Oh man. Good job, Nat. Try this again. Oh, I feel like this is better. Maybe? I don't know. Hey, up is up. We got t-shirts down below. Up is up. That corner spooked me. It was so soft. Good job. I was talking about it a bit earlier. One of the things I would say I struggle with most on a dirt bike is hill climbs, and a lot of stuff that I'm like feel pretty comfortable and confident with. For some reason, like hill climbs, I'm always like wondering, do I sit down, do I stand up, do I lean forward, do I lean back? I don't truly understand that like true balance point of like hill climb and all that. I also assume like new tires probably helps, but who's gonna go buy a new tire every single time you try to do a hill climb? I'm not gonna be able to do that. But up is up, right? I made it up. Took me 2 tries. Big shout out to the wifey for showing me up. That's pretty fun, pretty vibey. Back to where we were just a bit ago on this trail. They're gonna have some technical spots like that. It seems like no matter where you go, an intermediate trail, which this is not rated, and I wonder if I should have my own subjective rating system of what I think this is, because the majority of this so far is single trail, super doable, and then you get like a technical hill climb like that. So if you're an expert rider, not a big deal, maybe you find this boring, but an intermediate would be like, okay, that's a good enough challenge. I just feel like a lot of times you get into these trails and you don't know what the rating system really is, right? That rating could be like, oh, it starts off for the first 100 feet super mellow, and then you go into the gnarliest hill climb, shelves, cliffs, rocks, boulders, trolls, everything. But then on the paper, it's like, oh yeah, it's a 2.6 mile trail. That's like a lot of time I feel like there's not a lot of information. So when you're going out for your first ride of the season, you don't really know what you're getting into, let alone bringing friends or whatnot. Also, for those dudes that are like gnarly, you want to be like, yo, is that a good trail, or is that trail like super boring? That's like another question I have for those, like, well, not question, but that's one of the reasons why I'm really excited about doing some of this. So y'all could just see the trail itself, and then you can have a little bit of an indication of what this trail may consist of, just so you can have a great time, you know, do a little bit of community service here, right? Hopefully helping some people out. Oh, it's so fun. Even self-riding like this is at least a little bit interesting, you know? And pretty engaging versus just a normal road. So far, let's see. Without classifying the entire trail, because we're a bit early on what that means, I think we're going to pick up the speed a little bit just because it's fun. Classifying this trail. Single trail rating system, 1 to 10. Or should we use the, like, resort, like ski and snowboard resorts have like a green, a blue, black, double black, and expert? Or do we just come up with our own our own little system because it's just fun? I don't know. Right now I think I'm gonna go with just some numbers, and then if you have any input, definitely would love to hear. So far, I think a 5. A 5 is enough to scare beginners. I think, like, maybe classifying anything that is a single track is probably like minimum 5, just because it is technical. You have to stay in a line. You have to be able to control the bike of what it's doing, where it's going. On an open road, it's like a 1, right? Because, like, you kind of go wherever you want. A dirt road, we're speaking of. On a dirt road, you can kind of go wherever you want. Here, it's like you have to have enough skill to actually be able to do that as we kind of work the clutch a little bit, sit forward. There we go. Oh, we're vibing. Cool. That's fun. Yeah, see, like, that's challenging, but, like, really anybody can do that. Then you obviously get into some things that have, like, different obstacles. Like, you could argue the texture of the dirt and how loose it is could be an indication of how much more challenging it is because you have the lack of grip. So that climb wasn't that bad. It was pretty straightforward. You could see pretty far, right? It's like super loose. But then you have, like, stuff that has, like, boulders and rocks in it where it's like you have to go up and over it. And I think that's, like, the next level of difficulty. Yeah, so far I'm going to give this just like a 5. I think it's a respectable number that allows us to understand the challenge of a single track trail, but it gives us a lot of room of what the heck is a 10 out of 10 trail, right? A 10 out of 10 trail, theoretically, only those gnarliest dudes in the world, pro bros, should be able to handle. Like, I don't even have an example because obviously I'm not even gnarly like that. But if you like that idea of trying to rate some tracks and trails and single track stuff, I definitely would love your opinions and your thoughts on all that. This is a very fun, flowy, vibey trail as I almost lose it there. Yeah, this is cool. I've been super pumped. Also, one of my friends has this rule: when you rate things, you can't rate it 7 because everyone rates it a 7. And so you rate it a 7, you're just cheating. It's like, 7's almost like the average. You're like, oh yeah, it's not good or bad. So if you use, like, for example, we're going to go to a restaurant. Was that meal, you know, oh, it was a 7. Was it, if you eliminate 7, is it on the favorable side of the 8? Which means it was actually pretty decent, but not a 10. Or was it on the side of a, hey, I wasn't that good and it's a 6. All right, I'm looking too much down at my, too close. Oh boy, gets a little technical if you freaking dropping the ball over here. But yeah, so we're gonna give this one a 5. I think having some kind of quantifiable system would be super cool. But as a warm-up, this trail is incredible. As a getting your for me to come ride this for one of the first times on a single track so far. I'm giving it a heck of a thumbs up.
I always try to eat my lunch.
Oh, that one with like a random rock that you almost get cooked on? And it's hard to like not focus on like just in front of your fender.
Yeah.
And I kept catching my eyes like right there instead of like.
Way better to be up.
One thing I absolutely love about dirt bikes is you get to go to some really incredible, beautiful places rather quickly and seeing some things that most people will never get to see. Like this view, like this is insane. I'm trying to give you guys a nice little shot. And you know, you could go 4x4 like in a Jeep and all that. Definitely an option. Not hating on that. Except for when you're racking your head back and forth and like getting a headache and getting cooked. It's kind of gnarly unless you're the driver. But all in all, that's one thing that's pretty special about this whole dirt bike thing, you know? So we're in the search. I don't know if you caught that, but Ben said we're in search of a single track coming up. So we're just using this little access road as an access road. Been able to like probably get some breather in and figure out your arm pump situation if your arms are pumping. I think Wolford, maybe this is like Wolford Mountain with Wolford Reservoir. I could be making that up. I could be absolutely making that up. Maybe Ben, the awesome, he's not a tour guide, he's a friend, but he's a tour guide. Maybe he knows what this lake is called. Do you have a name for this lake? Wolford Reservoir?
It could be. It's not Green Mountain, right?
That's yeah, definitely not. Okay, because I thought I just made that up, but I think it would make sense.
My dad and I went there when we came out for Thanksgiving.
Really? Yeah. Oh, this is where you guys hung out. I think I remember videos from that. Yeah.
Huh. You want it?
What?
Sure. You good or no? I'm gonna go. Just follow this for a while. All right. All right. Get a little bit of single track leading the way. Ooh, this is kind of fun, kind of vibey. I'm gonna pick up the speed just a little bit, hopefully, without getting absolutely, oh yeah, destroyed. See, gotta pay attention. Obviously, you pick up the speed, it makes everything so much, well, to a point harder, to a point easier, right? I just like want to knock off in the trail. Is that cheating? Is that cheating? I bet it is. All right, so eyes up, eyes forward, eyes up, elbows up. There's 1,001 things to think about. I think what catches me most off guard is when I just look like the half an inch past my fender. If I can look like, I don't know, I watch YouTube's, they say like 2 seconds ahead of you. Obviously as speed changes, that 2-second theory changes a bit. Let's kick it down to second gear. I'm gonna sit down just so I can, they say don't paddle your feet if you can stay on. Being a little more technical. I like the confidence of sitting down, but some would say that's the worst thing you should do on a dirt bike. So I don't really know what to do. Oh. And then I get arm pump because I feel like I'm never like in the right body position when it comes to accelerating and trying to talk and dirt bike at the same time. Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. Okay. We check back behind us, cool. They're vibing. Get a little breather on the fingers. First gear. Look over. Oh, cool. This is awesome. A little technical with the loose rocks. Trying to keep my momentum going. Be in the right gear. Standing up a bit. Okay, here we go. Feeling better. Cool. I love this. It's like challenging, technical. Ooh, almost lost that front end. I saw that. That rock. Saw that rock. Oh, this one. Okay. I think I'm gonna go a little further and just kind of wait up here for a second. Make sure the crew's vibing. Woo! Definitely arm pump city for me. A lot of it is because I accelerate and then I'm like so lengthened in the arm instead of being in front of the force. I'm so behind the force, you know. We got Natalie coming up, plowing through that. Great job. It's also nice when you're in the lead, you don't have to clear the lens every 14 seconds.